The Dungeon Podcast with Dee Rotten.
With all the noise. Your journey towards the dark side will be complete.
And welcome to From the Dungeon Podcast, episode 146, 146. I'm your fucking host, Dee Rotten, and I have straight out of fucking Las Vegas, bro. This guy is fucking infamous from like the MySpace fucking days, dude. I got fucking an infamous fucking rapper from back in the day, bro. I'm pulling him fucking forward, bro. The world's gonna fucking know. Jewish Dave, a.k.a. David Rosen, because you're Jewish Dave to me.
Yeah, for sure, man.
Hey, David, what's going on, brother?
Thanks so much for having me on, man. This is going to be so much fun.
How you doing, man? Yo, you got a great fucking name, though, Dave. I love it. Dave right here.
Yeah.
It's one of the best names in the world, man.
Absolutely. It goes with anything, you know?
Exactly, bro. We're like a hamburger, dude. We just go with everything, bro. I don't know what that meant, but fucking
like a hamburger. I like it.
What's going on, dude? How you doing, man? How's everything going?
I'm good. I just got back from my honeymoon. And,
really? Congratulations, dude.
Yeah, thanks. So just getting back to regular life here and getting back to working on music and just all the stuff that I do. And yeah, man, everything's good.
How is it out in Vegas, though, man? Because I know I listened to a wrestling podcast called the Keeping It 100 with fucking Conan and Disco Inferno.
Mm-hmm.
And Disco's out in Vegas. He works in a club called Sapphires.
Okay, yeah,
strip club. Yeah, he's a former WCW wrestler. He does the whole Saturday Night Fever gimmick.
Okay, nice. Vegas is Vegas. It's always Vegas, even through everything that's been going on. It's always Vegas.
I know you guys were the first ones to just say "fuck it." Like, I think you were before Texas.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, that seems about right. Yeah, for sure. And yeah, I mean, nowadays, I tend to stick to myself a little bit. And 40-year-old Jewish Dave tends to stick to himself, just working on my music. I'm really into podcasting nowadays and going to movies and stuff like that. So that Vegas is still there, but I'm a little slowed down a bit. But.
I hear you, man. But so you were born and raised in Vegas?
No, but I've been here since '98. So basically, my entire adult life, I've been here. So.
Where are you from?
Originally Brooklyn, but I grew up in Pennsylvania.
Oh, East Coast in the house!
Yeah, for sure.
Here we go.
Yeah. We moved out here. The whole family, we all moved out here. We actually have a record store here in Vegas called Wax Trax Records.
Shit.
Yeah, and when we as soon as I finished high school, we just moved the whole store here and moved the whole family here.
Oh, that's fucking. You still got the store out there? Is the record still fucking flowing? Absolutely,
yeah. That's where I work during the day and do everything else I do by night.
I mean, where can they find the records? Anybody out there who goes? Because I know a lot of people from California that travel to Vegas.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's 2909 South Decatur. It's close to the Strip. 10 minutes from the Strip, and yeah, we've been there, like I said, since '98, so over 20 years. And it's 3 floors of vinyl and memorabilia and hard to find stuff. And yeah, it's just a really cool place.
Oh shit, dude! Any famous artists ever like stop by there? Whatever, go crate hunting or whatever these DJs call it.
Absolutely, actually, yeah. I mean, our most famous client is actually Elton John, which is kind of crazy that he comes into the store all the time. Back in the day, Biz Markie came in when we were first opening up. That was cool. A bunch of other people too. George Carlin was always a big customer back in the day. Yeah, a lot of people coming in.
Oh shit! You guys get any like? Because I know a lot of '80s rockers live out there, dude.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah,
a lot of
them
stuff
is huge out here. Yeah. 70s, 80s, all that kind of stuff, and they a lot of them seem to live here. Yeah, like they moved.
Yeah, they all like a lot of. Yep.
Yeah.
Eddie Trunk just bought a fucking house out there.
Yeah, probably.
He just bought. He said I just bought my. He said that's like his summer home.
Yeah.
You know, and he's like, he's got all the other fucking rock stars out there and all crazy shit, man. I'm like, yo, whatever happens in Vegas, I guess stays in Vegas, man.
That's right. Yeah.
You know, keeping the '80s style, man.
Hell yeah, for sure.
So how's it like living in fuck? To me, Vegas seems like in fucking sanity 24/7, 7 days a week.
Right. And yeah, it absolutely was. I mean, from the days of
wasn't
Vegas
Vegas Sodom and Gomorrah at one time?
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely. And my 20s were spent, in a comedy rap group, so that only like amplifies things. So it's like, we're out like 5, 6, 7 nights a week just doing our shit and promoting our group and doing shows all over the place.
The polar MCs, was it?
The polar bear MCs, into the Amsterdam and Jewish Dave, into the Demise and Dee Rotten, into the Fakakta, all these groups that spread out from the polar bear MCs and kept me busy through my 20s, just nonstop being out there,
And you produced everything?
Yeah. I was always the producer and kind of like lead songwriter, I guess you could say, and of course rapper, but whoever, each of those groups was basically me and another dude, or me and another person, and so it was, me at the center of all of them, and now they all still exist out there, and I just hope nobody ever finds them.
You're crazy, man. They're out there, bro.
Yeah, they are. There's nothing I can do now.
I mean, if anybody wants to find out, bro, all the links are in the description below.
I'm sure they are.
It's great music, dude. I don't care, bro. You guys were fucking doing murder rap.
Hell yeah.
Before murder rap was like, to me, it was like, you guys are the first murder rappers.
Yeah.
Even though it was comedy, the first murder rappers I heard of.
Yeah. But I still listen to it all the time. Like I just find that stuff to be
good,
so
dude.
ridiculous.
You guys got good beats. You guys can rap. It's not stupid.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, bro, it should have fucking popped off.
Yeah, I agree. I think if we had some music videos back then, that would have helped that particular cause of that turning into something more. But we had fun with it though. We performed all over the place in Las Vegas. We were a pretty big fixture of the local music scene back then. And now Randumb, he's out in Reno. He's wife and kid and doing his work and all that stuff.
How did you meet? Is Randumb from Vegas?
Randumb is born and raised here, and I met him. It's a kind of a long, through a friend kind of situation, but that's kind of how the Polar Bear MCs grew, and he was a member of the Polar Bear MCs. It started with me and one dude, and that dude was friends with Randumb, and that dude was friends with other people. I was friends with other people, and we all just kind of came together under the idea, because at the time I was producing like, quote unquote real rappers, dudes that were, making regular traditional rap songs,
Yeah.
And the original like initial idea was, let's go over to Jewish Dave's house and make really stupid rap songs. And we started with that, and then it kind of grew to, well, actually, these are pretty fun. Let's just make good but funny rap songs. And then it grew from that. And then it was like, well, let's make songs about murdering people and selling drugs and sex and boobs and all that stuff. And then it just went from there,
Oh my God. I mean, you do have. Let me pull it up here. I have purchased 2 albums. I purchased and all you guys out there should get these.
Yeah.
Songs in the Key of Murder.
Oh, hell yeah.
Great fucking album.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
What we got here? Let me see. Let me pull it up here. Hold on one second here. Oh, here we go. And Wasted Potential Part 2. The mistap. What the hell do you pronounce that?
That's the mixtape, but
I'm so stupid.
I mean, it's spelled so stupid, so But those are the 2 Amsterdam and Jewish Dave albums that we put out.
Where was part 1?
Part one is just you had to get that real deep underground, man. That's
Oh
tough
shit.
to find. We never actually released it in an official capacity, so yeah, you can't find that anywhere. We also me and Randumb did a couple albums under the name Roaring Lions, which is like a separate thing where we sampled 80s songs that were like really not the first choices you would think of to sample for a rap song. Stuff like "Rock You Like a Hurricane" and "Bang Your Head" and stuff like that just don't make sense to be sampled in a rap song. So, but we obviously didn't put those out because of sample clearances. But they exist though,
Yeah.
And we wanted to do a Songs in the Key of Murder too, but we just never quite got around to it. We started about like 5 or 6 songs for it. Maybe I'll put them out there at some point.
Oh, dude, put them out, bro, man. I mean, look at it. You got Murder for Fun.
Mm-hmm.
Must have been Murda.
Mm-hmm.
Murder on My Mind.
Mm-hmm.
Shut your mouth, or you're gonna be. What is that? Shut your mouth, or or you're gonna be
Murdered.
murder. Oh, there we. Okay, you're gonna get murdered. All right.
Yeah.
We got Murder is Reality.
Mm.
Fucking, it's murder. We'll murder you. Murder Motel. Bloody Murder. Murder on the Menu.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking, I'll murder you too.
Mm-hmm.
Murder Me. The Murder Brothers.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck? You guys had murder on the mind, man.
We sure did, man. We sure did. Yeah, and we have at least a couple dozen more murder songs like that exist somewhere in some various capacities. So they're around, They're around.
That was the first album I purchased because I was just like, dude, everything's murder. I gotta have this, dude. I gotta have it.
And I mean, we love horror movies and stuff like that, and we love, like, my favorite movies of all time are like the Evil Dead movies and stuff that's just super over the top and just crazy and ridiculous. So I mean, that's kind of where that all comes from. And like with Polar Bear MCs, some of the stuff was about murder, and with Demise and Dee Rock, some of it was about murder. But with me and Randumb, it's just all about murder.
Well, I mean, all right. Where did you get the name Jewish Dave?
Technically, I'm Jewish. But I mean, I'm not.
I know we look alike. We're both Jews.
Yeah. So and I mean, everybody just started calling me Jewish Dave because we had like 3 or 4 Daves, and the fact that I wasn't particularly religious just made that particular version of Dave stick. So that's me, and then D Rocks is the AKA, the other rap name, and we, as with like most mainstream rappers, we all have like 6 or 7 different names each, because that's kind of a thing. A lot of what we did was kind of like skewering like, the main things in hip hop. And so everybody has multiple names. We even had a clothing line at one point called Yummy Wear because that was the thing. They're all sitting in my closet, by the way.
Dude, you got to start. I'm telling you, yo, people, hit up Jewish Dave, bro. Get those shirts.
Please, I need to empty that closet.
Oh, yeah. Well, how were you record? Like, because you said you started in '98, right?
Yeah.
What were you recording on? What kind of? Because I know back then it was still fucking like 8 tracks and like the digital was just slipping in,
Yeah, but I've always been a computer guy, and so I was pretty early on in using computers for everything, and so I was always I used Cakewalk Sonar. I don't know if you're familiar.
I heard of Cakewalk.
That. Yeah, so and that's what I used for the first like 10-15 years of making music. Nowadays I'm a PreSonus Studio One guy, but I use that and just various keyboards and sample packs and synths and all that kind of stuff to make everything that I was making and still do, because even though I'm not doing the rap stuff as much, nowadays I'm more into composing music for films, which is my main thing, is scoring films, mostly horror movies, which obviously all the murder stuff kind of helped with getting me into that direction.
How did you like roll into getting into like composing and stuff like that for movies?
It was just constantly putting myself out there, and and that's the thing with like the MC Randumb and Jewish Dave and all that. Even though I I knew pretty early on I wasn't going to make a lifelong lasting career out of rapping about murdering people, but
Yeah.
it like kind of was a way to, develop my skills as a musician and also meet people and, eventually met filmmakers and collaborated with them. And now I've worked on, God, like 30 or 40 short films and 5 or 6 features, and also video games, commercials, all kinds of stuff.
Anything anybody would recognize out there, or
There's a few things that none of it is like huge big name stuff, but one of the many fun things that I worked on was a very like schlocky B movie horror movie called Bus Party to Hell. Tara Reid's in it, and
oh
it's absolutely
shit,
ridiculous. It has a lot of great gore, and my music is over like an insane like blood orgy, and it's like just totally
oh
over the top and
shit.
ridiculous. So that's a fun one for sure that you can find on most of the streaming platforms.
And you have all that up for sale on Bandcamp, right?
Yeah, I've got my albums that I put out under my own name, just David Rosen. All that's on my Bandcamp and also on iTunes and all that crap too. But yeah, Bandcamp has like all of my releases, and those albums are inspired by my film score work. Right, some of them are actually the soundtracks. I just in October released a soundtrack called The Dissection Table, which is a score from a horror movie that I scored, a feature horror movie. So yeah, all kinds of stuff on there from that aspect of my career.
Mm-hmm. Well, let me. I'm gonna pull you back a little bit. I want to know. We're gonna go back into the earlier years, the rap era years,
Yeah.
and So what got you into rap, dude?
Like into listening to or making?
Like what was your like what groups got you? What groups pulled you in? And like who
Yeah.
inspired you to actually want to rhyme and stuff?
Yeah, I was always a big Wu-Tang guy. I love their stuff, and I love that their stuff just at face value just kind of feels so ridiculous. Some of the stuff that they're saying
Yeah.
that it almost feels like comedy rap, even though it's not. And so some of that has always been just the most fun to listen to for me. Also, of course, some of the rappers that actually were funny, people like Snoop Dogg and stuff like that,
Mhm.
were always great, and Eminem and those kind of things. But yeah, I as far as like getting into the murder side of thing, you got like Mobb Deep and people like that would rap stuff like that. I never really got into Necro. I know Randumb loved Necro, but
Necro's the man, dude. Necro's the
yeah,
man. Mr. Hyde, Necro, fucking
yeah.
Gore-Tex.
Yeah, I know that was like on the periphery of what we were into for sure. I know Random loved them. But yeah, lots of stuff like that though, where the beats kind of felt horror movie like, and
Yeah.
then the rhymes were just as over the top as you could possibly go. That's the stuff that really like inspired me to even attempt to do anything really in the first place.
I gotta hook you up with my boy, bro. I know a Sony recording artist in California named Scribble.
Okay,
I gotta hook you up with him. He's a rapper out there.
nice, hell yeah.
He's
Yeah,
probably he's probably sneaking a listen here and there, on
hell
this.
yeah. Yeah. I'm actually that's like kind of on the 2022 to-do list is just start making some more beats because lately like podcasting's kind of taken over my time, and then the
Mhm.
time that's not podcasting I'm making that like dramatic film score stuff, and so I haven't really been making beats lately, and I want to like try to like kick out a good like 20-30 new beats, and
I
maybe I'll take them for some of our shit, or
yeah.
maybe end up using them with some other artists. So we'll see
I
what
know
happens.
he's looking for stuff because he's doing he's got his own label called Hell Patrol.
Mhm.
It's put out by Sony,
Okay.
and he's looking to do like some kind of, I know because he just dropped his album and he's about to do a new metal album,
Huh.
and he's also fucking working on like another solo hip hop album.
Nice. I actually used to work for Sony at one point back during like the midst of the MC Random and Jewish Dave stuff. I was also, I mean, man, I was out like 5-6 nights a week doing comedy rap, and then I was also somehow out 5-6 nights a week being the Sony rep for Las Vegas. So I was promoting all of the like, all of their artists
Oh
and
shit,
releases.
man! You already had your foot in the motherfucking door.
I was just doing all kinds of shit back then. Now I'm in bed at like 9 p.m. So, you know.
I feel you, bro. We're getting. I mean, I hate saying we're getting old, man, but I mean, around 9 or 10 o'clock, my eyes will get a little heavy, and I'm like, fuck.
Oh God, yeah, absolutely.
I miss breaking night and going and fucking, you know, walking around and getting a bagel at 8 o'clock. Going, I haven't slept in 24 hours.
That's right. Yeah, I remember. We were probably chatting on MySpace at that point.
I'm telling, dude, I still can't believe, bro. It's just finding you guys on MySpace. It's like just randomly not doing work at work.
Yeah.
You know, and then fucking MC Randumb pops up and I'm just going through his shit, and then Jewish Dave. Then I see Polar Bear MCs, and I'm like, what the fuck? It's Vegas.
Yeah.
Is this happening in Vegas? Like, oh shit.
I didn't know about all that.
Yeah, I didn't think anything would happen in Vegas except gambling.
Right.
I didn't really think there was like an underground hip hop scene.
Right.
Vegas.
Yeah. No, and it's still happening too. I mean, it's thriving, and like, you know, especially since COVID, I haven't really gotten out to any kind of like local shows or anything like that, but it's definitely happening. There's a lot of good artists here, and you know, some of the dudes that I used to produce back in the day, I mean, not a lot of them are still active, like they've all kind of moved on to other things, but like the next generation of all that is still happening here, and some of those guys were all working together back in the day, and so, you know, it's cool to see, and I'm looking forward to like eventually making it back out to some of those shows.
That's what I was gonna say. Are you gonna come out of retirement soon from, you know, maybe, you know, drop an album and do a little couple shows? And
an album will almost definitely happen, but shows, I don't know. I think that time may have passed, but you know, we'll see. Anything's possible, you know.
I mean, what happens if Vegas stays in Vegas, dude? You know. That's
fucking right. Yeah, but no, me and Demise we're working on a new album. Very slowly. We've been working on it for like 2-3 years now, but yeah, that is going to come out. It's actually called In Our 40s, like in our 40-ounce bottles, but we're in our 40s now, and we're going to be floating in a 40-ounce bottle, like banging at the glass, you know, on the album cover. But yeah, so we're working on that right now. We got like, I don't know, like 6-7 songs started already, and that's actually the last comedy rap thing I put out was a Demise and D-Rock's album. We put out one called D&D Talks. So play on the long delayed Dr. Dre album Detox that was supposed to come out like 20 years ago, but
still waiting on an album.
Yeah, it's never happening. So we beat him to it, but yeah, that came out in what was it, 2018, I think, 2019, something like that. So that album, honestly, that and Songs in the Key of Murda are probably my favorite of the rap stuff that we put out. So that's a really cool album if you haven't checked it out.
All right, well, you know, I want to play a video right now from you guys.
Sure.
I want to play the track is it's called Nightmare. Yeah, you got like what's up? We're gonna play the video, bro. So
I'll say I don't know what to say about the track, but I will say about the video is it was shot entirely in my bathroom. So just throw that out there, like literally in the toilet part of the bathroom. So we were just like, yeah, watch the video and you'll see what I mean, even though you might not be able to tell.
All right, I'm gonna pull it up right now. Hold on 1 second. Let me get the video file here. Trust me, people, you're gonna love these fucking videos, man. I'm telling you. All right, here we go. This is MC Randumb and Jewish Dave in the bathroom.
Hell yeah.
Nightmare. Here we go.
No, fuck. Jesus. Ray, oh, it's just a nightmare. Oh my God.
Hey, dude, what happened?
This shit was a...
Try to sleep, but you're falling deeper into a nightmare. You try to sleep, but you're falling deeper into a nightmare. You try to sleep, but you're falling deeper into a nightmare. You know that you're scared as MC Randumb and Jewish Dave creep deeper. How's your feel with MC Randumb and Jewish breathing down your neck? If you didn't want to die, you should have given a little respect to the two illest rappers in the industry. mean shit to me. Your history when you fuck with DAV to the E. Killing dogs, killing cats, anything with a heartbeat. You start beef when I spark leave, then your heart leaves your rib cage, afraid of all the bloodshed. Lying in your bed while I slide into your head. Then you wake up with a cold stare, cause I fuck shit up inside your nightmare. You try to sleep, but you're falling deeper, deeper to a nightmare. You try to sleep, but you're falling deeper, deeper to a nightmare. You try to sleep, but you're falling deeper, deeper to a nightmare. You know that you're scared as if you random and you stay creep deeper to
You're mangled to strangle a pretty bagel. Doggy parts cutting pups up from every angle. Mangle the angel from the depths. Fucking kids up to keep a rep clean with biotech. It's a wreck just to your neck. Clap with attack. Decapitation, smoking crack while fingering an Asian. Smoking heroin on vacation. I'm lacing pop blood with some greens. Like Tom shows seem to be the opposite of dreams. Prophecy proceed. Hit your mom's a tag team. Doggy dick too, she's a fiend. For the tiny little red bean. Doggy ear uses my pants scene. On the street, super dog grabber who comes quick with electric ammo. Lit candles, expose dead bodies from the shotties. Choose a honey, naughty sex machine. Leads against axes like pee and taxes. The shit hurts, wrap your face up with riddles like Bert. I'm a jerk when it comes to downstairs. Cause girls don't care about my sexual demands. Yo, me and the Jew, doggy parts under the sand. Whoa, Rambo has a million fans, bitch.
You try to sleep, but you're falling deeper to a nightmare. You try to sleep, but you're falling deeper to a nightmare. You try to sleep, but you're falling deeper to a nightmare. You know that you're scared as if you random and you stay deeper to your nightmare.
Take it. Take it. Take it.
You guys, bro.
Fucking ridiculous. You know, the second dog that we lift up, that's my dog Harvey. It was just his 14th birthday yesterday.
Oh man, happy birthday,
Yeah,
Harvey, man.
Happy birthday, Harvey.
There we go. Give me a little woo right there for Harvey. Oh my. So you guys did that video in your bathroom, just camera facing, dark room?
Dark room. We put black construction paper on the walls and and wrapped at the camera. Our videos were terrible, but but they were fun to make though when we made them. That's the one thing that we always wanted to make some like more in-depth videos with more stuff happening and whatnot. Yeah. But those were fun anyway though, just because they were just our stupid faces just rapping. So like that made it fun anyway.
Did you and Randumb ever get to go out and like play, like tour a little bit or anything like that?
Hell yeah, all over Las Vegas mainly. We played outside of Vegas a couple of times, but in Vegas, like from I want to say like 2003 or 4 until 2006 probably. We played like every month, like probably, and we were just all over the place in Vegas, just playing constantly. Another thing that we tried to do and it fell apart unfortunately, but the footage still exists, and one day I may take it and do something with it. But we had collaborated with a couple of filmmakers. We were making a mockumentary about M. Randumb and Jewish Dave, and it was like going to be an entire feature film. It was called Project M, and it was basically like I don't even know what the hell the plot was. It was like just completely ridiculous. But like basically we were these murder rappers and we accidentally murdered lots of people, like even though it was supposed to be just an act, and the fallout from that. And it was just it was very ridiculous, and we filmed all these like weird side scenes, and it was just going to be a very weird underground kind of a movie. And we have like at least 40 minutes worth of footage to like cut into something, and one day it will happen. But Yeah, that was all part of like it was kind of like a side thing to the playing out and like actually playing shows, and it was a fun thing.
You know what you might like though, man? This is an actual. It's like it's not a real band, but it's like a fake band or whatever. But there's a movie called Jerk Beast.
Jerk Beast. I've never heard of that.
It's from I don't know what state they're from, but it's basically a guy playing bass, guy playing fucking guitar, and the drummer has a big monster head on top of him. They used to have like a what do you call it, like a paid channel or whatever, where you could like do whatever you want, say whatever you want, kind of thing, on cable.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had a channel like that, and it was the Jerk Beast, and he would just be a monster guy with a thing on, and he would just be a dick to people over the phone, and then they made a band, and then they made a movie.
It sounds awesome. Yeah, I just Googled it, and the worst rock band ever assembled rises to fame.
Yes,
that sounds great,
dude. I'm telling you right, if you get a chance to ever watch that fucking DVD, bro, it's right up here. Hilarious, bro.
Okay,
hilarious, man.
This is going on my watch list for sure.
I think their band's called Steaming Wolf Penis or something like that.
Nice. Hell yeah. Yeah, that rules.
Oh my God, man. So what else? I'm trying to think here. What other interests do you have besides like let's say like rapping, music, and like what do you do like on your I know you don't have that much spare time.
Yeah.
But I mean like hobby wise or something, like something somebody doesn't know, like somehow like you play with like make Legos, Star Wars figures or something, like.
Yeah, man, there is no free time anymore since I started the podcast, like really. And I guess that would be the other thing would be movies, because I'm just I'm a big movie guy. My podcast is about movies. It's called
your podcast? What's the name of your podcast?
Piecing It Together. And
Piecing It Together?
What we do is me and a guest each week, we look at a new movie through the lens of what other movies might have inspired it. And so we end up going through like a list of movies that the current movie like reminds us of, like in whether it's in tone or story or messaging or the way that it's shot or various aspects of the movie that we're watching. And it ends up leading to like a really cool list of recommendations basically by the time you get to the end of the conversation. And I've been doing it for about 5 years now, and it's just a really a really fun, different way to look at and talk about movies.
Any movies that came out recently that you did on your show?
Yeah, I mean, we do a lot of the big releases. I mean, just our most recent episode is on Ghostbusters Afterlife, so we definitely talked about that one, and we do all the Marvel movies and stuff like that. But we do the smaller indie movies as well. We're recording an episode for next week on Red Rocket. From Sean Baker, which is excellent. And that actually comes out next week. I got to see an early screening of it. But yeah, it's just, I have so much fun doing it. And I also produce a couple other podcasts as well. I do producing and editing and stuff like that. So yeah, if I'm not working on music, it's usually podcasts or watching movies for the podcast.
What did you think about the Dune movie?
I thought it was pretty good, but I also kind of like the 84 version better.
Dude, I'm telling you right now, this new one was a snooze fest for me, bro.
Yeah, it's very, very just drawn out, and without the full story, it kind of loses anything like character wise.
And I mean, my favorite character is Fade, bro. Like, what the fuck is Fade, man?
Right, for sure, man. Yeah, no, I agree. And I mean, it's impressive as hell. I mean, technically, it's crazy impressive, but it's just not that enjoyable of a watch, I didn't think.
No, I do. Yeah. I fell asleep, dude. Yeah. I was like, I'm not gonna watch this movie. I'm gonna see it at home first, because I did that with Godzilla and stuff. I watched it at home, and I was like, yo, I gotta see this shit in the movies, bro. This is just too epic.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, yo, this is a fucking snooze fest, bro. It's like, I'm like, I don't know. I know they want to put all the other stuff and do 3 movies, but it's like, sometimes I don't really think it's worth it, man. It's like,
yeah, no, for sure. And by the way, I'm a big like movie theater purist. I see everything at the
I
theater.
love
Like,
movies, dude.
I go to the
I don't
movies
understand
all the
people that are
time.
like, I'd rather watch it at home, man. Man, get the fuck out of here, dude. I want to go out. I want to go to the movies and see the big screen, the Adobe sound and all that stuff,
Hell
man.
yeah. It's always the way to see a movie for sure. And yeah, I mean, people have forgotten that the experience is all part of it. And even if there's some idiot on his phone, you know, a couple seats in front of you, it's like that's just part of like being alive and enjoying this particular story. When you're at home, you're not paying attention to anything when you're at home. You're just
Yeah,
passing time.
when I'm watching a movie at home, I'm on my fucking phone and I'm doing this and that, you know. Let me tell you a funny story. I was watching Lord of the Rings: The Two Towers, right?
Mm-hmm.
And there's a guy behind me. And mind you, I lived in Jersey City. It's kind of ghetto and shit, bro, where I went. You know, I went to the ghetto movie theater because it was cheaper.
Yeah.
And I'm like, we're just sitting there, right? And we're just fucking watching Two Towers. And they're like, here's this guy on the phone. Yo, watching that movie, bro, with the guy. Yeah, he's still walking with the ring. And I'm like, you gotta be fucking shitting me, dude. Like, he's just sitting there, like, narrating the movie to the guy on the phone. Yeah, he's just walking with the ring, man. Still with that damn ring. And I'm like, oh, bro, man, this is what I get for going into the hood movie theater, man.
Yeah, but come on, that's
a part of the experience, man.
That's right. You lived that day, man. You know, and you can go out and live, you know, actually doing stuff that doesn't involve watching a movie, but at home is nothing. At home is just nothing.
No. To me, it's like that's just the aftermath when I get it on DVD. And I'm still a DVD purist, bro. I still love collecting DVDs, CDs, tapes, records.
Yeah.
Like I can't understand this generation where they're just like WWE, right? I watch wrestling. I don't know if you watch wrestling.
A little bit, not that much nowadays, but my dad watches a lot, and so I still will see it when he's watching.
WWE just said that starting in 2022, they're discontinuing their DVD line. They're not making DVDs no more, and it's like, holy shit, dude! Like,
yeah,
because they said they're like, oh, we're only selling about 90,000 DVDs, and we're not selling like 10 million.
Yeah. No, yeah, and that's part of the thing too. And I mean, this is like a total tangent from anything about anything, but I mean, you know, people don't realize that by buying into the whole idea of just staying home and streaming everything for free, like they're leading themselves to a future where none of this shit is going to exist anymore. And if these things can't make money, if people aren't buying anything, it's just long-term repercussions of that.
Exactly. It's like, to me, I'm like, all right. Now everybody's sitting there, like, you know, just we'll use music as an example, right? How like there was the tapes, then there was the CD, well, the records, tapes, CDs, and then people stopped buying CDs.
Yeah.
And then they put them on MP3s, and now people don't buy the MP3s. It's like, bro, if you don't stop fucking buying this shit, bro, they're not gonna make it no more.
Yeah, who's going to make it? Why would you make it if nobody's going to buy it? Absolutely.
It's like nobody wants to do fucking music or do anything for free. And it's like everybody just wants, I'm going to watch it for free. I'm going to do this for free. It's like, bro, they're going to not fucking do it for you no more.
By the way, did I just see a comment about subtitles or something like that?
Yes, Sienna. Yes, she said some movies have audio descriptions for the blind.
I completely agree. I wish theaters had closed captioning on every movie. I
love reading my movies, dude.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I'm with that.
I mean, shit, you miss shit.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Or sometimes I think in these movies,
wrong with that.
Or in these movies, sometimes I don't think they speak clearly.
Mm-hmm.
Where it's like you don't hear what the hell they said, but you know, on the subtitle, it's like, yo, they didn't just say that. You know.
Yeah. There was just actually an article about that the other day, how like they're just mixing things differently nowadays, and like there's different goals in the way that they put these things together, and it's just, you know, so yeah, I mean, we can't understand half the shit half the time, so that does make things difficult.
She's a purist right here. She said she collects DVDs, CDs, cassettes, VHS. She even has a Commodore that takes those mini VHS tapes.
Hell yeah.
Wow, dude. That's like, you don't really see that many people with those mini VHS or whatever they're called, you know?
If I could borrow that from her, I could digitize some of her old MC Randumb and Jewish Dave concerts.
Oh man, Sienna, man, you gotta let him borrow this shit, bro. We need to have those on fucking YouTube, man. I mean, people just don't know, bro. They just don't understand. You know, it's like to me, you guys are like a big part of my fucking past, dude. It's like, you know, you opened up my fucking eyes to like, oh shit, there's more shit out there.
Right.
You know,
Weirder
there's
stuff.
I mean, there's people doing shit in every fucking state almost, man. It's like, you know, like a state you would think is quiet, you know, or like not even have anything to do with like underground music, has one of the bangest underground music scenes in the world.
Yeah.
You know?
Hell yeah. Yeah, there's stuff out there. It's just you can't always find it, you know? There's got to be. I imagine, because I've only really, this is really the only place I've lived as an adult, you know?
Mhm.
So, like, even when I was in Pennsylvania, I was basically a kid. I didn't know anything, you know? And, of course, New York, I was a little kid. But, you know, I have to assume everywhere has got that scene. You just got to know where to find it, you know?
I mean, I know there's I don't go out that much, you know, whatever. You know, I'm same boat as you. I like staying home, or I like, you know, going out with my wife and stuff. But it's like, I know the scene's out there.
Yeah.
I just, you know, I know it's just, you know, I guess it's for the young kids, as you know, people said it when we were younger. You know, it's for the young kids.
Yeah, for sure. But I'm gonna try in 2022 to dip my toe into the water a little bit, of leaving the house a little bit, because I want to start doing for the podcast, for piecing it together. I want to start doing like monthly movie nights somewhere. Like, I don't know, I'm not sure where yet. If it'll be like a local theater or maybe just a bar or something. I'm not sure, but I'm kind of in the pre-planning phases of that, and then that'll, you know, that's just a way to get back out there and be around people again, because it's been a while.
Is your podcast video or just audio, or both?
Just audio.
Just audio.
Mainly because I like to edit, like, you know, especially with my background in music, and editing video is just a bitch. So I just never wanted to get involved with that part.
I mean that's why I just do it live like this, bro. I go on stream, because I mean I was like, because I used to when I was editing video, I used to be in like this promo wrestling federation. We just did promo videos. And I would edit people's videos and my videos, and it's like it was just like, you know, like what word am I looking? It was like very teething or whatever, you know, fucking, you know, tedious.
Tedious for sure.
Yeah,
man.
You know.
And I don't know why video editing software is like so testy. It like crashes every 5 seconds. It's like,
yeah, dude, when you're trying to monetize something, fucking, or whatever the fucking word is, I'm looking. You know,
it's just like, a pain in the ass.
It's like you guys sit there and it's like 5 hours.
Yeah.
5 hours. What the fuck, dude?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Not for me.
Rendering. There you go. Rendering the video. Rendering.
Yep.
You know, it's like sitting there, and I only use fucking iMovie. I tried using there was another fucking software that I got a like a fucking burnt copy of or something. Can't remember the name of it.
I used Sony Vegas, which became Magix Vegas a few years back, but that's what I use for any of the video stuff I've done. I've done a few music videos for my instrumental music, and I also Demise and Dee Rotten had a couple of videos as well, which are also on YouTube. But yeah, I mean, it's just so, like you said, tedious. It just kind of makes you want to do it. Like, the best videos I've had of my stuff have been ones that other people have made for me, because I just don't want to do that.
I mean, because you understand, it's just like, I'm not getting paid for this shit, dude. And it's like, I gotta sit here and have a fucking headache over this crap.
Right? Yeah.
Even if it's yours, it still pisses you off.
Hell yeah, it does. Absolutely.
So I mean, what's Randumb been up to?
Man, I just saw him at my wedding.
You just saw Randumb?
Yeah, I just saw him. It was the first time I'd seen him, certainly since, you know, COVID, but I think maybe like a year before that even. And yeah, he's doing good. I mean, he's engaged right now. He's got a kid, and he's got a job, and he's up in Reno, up in northern Nevada. And,
so he's still in the area.
He's still. I mean,
there's still hope here, bro, for a Murda 2.
There's still hope for it to happen. I don't know.
Two for the price of one Murda.
Yeah, we also want to do a crossover album, Demise and Dee Rotten and MC Randumb. So yeah, that might happen at some point too.
Oh, come on, life is short, man. Life is short, Jewish Dave. Make it happen.
Got to do it. I got lyrics written. I got little verses and choruses and stuff. I just got to actually
I
make the
bet you
time.
you guys can kill it in a weekend.
Probably could. Honestly, yeah. We'll see though. It might happen. But yeah, no. I hope that me and Random will record some more songs at some point. I love that Songs of the Key of Murder album. It's just it's.
Dude, it's so clever. It's everything
I
was
just
so
think
fucking. It's like it was written by God. That's how clever it was, dude. It's like it was written by God.
Thank you. Yeah. My personal favorite's "Murder on the Menu." That song. I want to do "Murder on the Menu" too because I have so many more ideas for like food rap song stuff. But food and murder mixed together in a song is just two of my favorite things.
Hopefully, if Randumb hears this, man, Randumb, you got a weekend free?
Yeah.
Come on, man. You can make murder too.
Come on, Randumb. What are you doing? What are you doing that you can't do that? Let's do it.
I mean, well, it's 2021, bro. Everything can be done right off the computer.
Yeah.
You don't even need to be in your presence, man.
That's how me and Demise do it. Whenever he's in town, we do he'll come by and we'll put a verse or two down, but mostly record online now, so yeah, why not?
Oh man, I hope it happens, dude. I hope it happens. I got my money ready. I already got it pre-ordered.
Hell yeah.
Hold on, we got here. This is the homie Scribble right here I was telling you about.
Nice.
He wants to know who's your favorite rappers.
I mean, all time is probably Ghostface. I like I said earlier, I'm a big Wu-Tang guy, and Ghostface is probably my favorite overall. Also, I'd say the artist that I still check up every single thing they put out is Nas. Like always and forever, anything he puts out, I'm gonna have to give it a listen. But a lot of that New York rap from the '90s is what I mostly go back to and continue to listen to. Gangstar and all that kind of stuff. I don't listen to as much new stuff. I try to give.
You're old, dude. That's what we do when we're old. We just stick to what we grew up with.
Our ears break, we can't, they just don't hear things the same anymore. So yeah, so I mostly go back to that stuff.
I got a question for you.
Nas
or Jay-Z? Who's the king of New York?
I gotta go Nas, 100%.
There we go.
Yeah, or maybe Big L. Maybe I'll give you Big L instead. But yeah, no, Nas is the best. So.
Yeah, I think Jay-Z's overrated, bro. I'm sorry.
Yeah, some of his stuff is great. I mean, he's still one of the best, but nowhere near Nas as far as I'm concerned.
And I don't think Jay-Z fucking sits there and goes, "Yo, I don't write nothing down." Bullshit, dude.
That's never true. Never. That just sounds cool. That's all.
Here we go. Hold on. Scribble. You into any underground shit? Jedi Mind Tricks, Diabolic, Black Moon, Atmosphere?
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Back when I would say, and I haven't been keeping up on like new releases from anybody, but back when me and Randumb were active, that was the shit that he listened to like constantly. He was like super into Jedi Mind Tricks and Atmosphere and all that kind of stuff. And so yeah, I'd always be listening to it with him. And that was definitely some of the stuff we were into. I remember one of my last like favorite hip hop albums, and this is so long ago, dating myself so much, but was the Deltron 3030 album. That shit was so good. And I don't know, that kind of like killed things for me, because after that, it just seemed like everything that between that and Most Def and Talib Kweli, like that kind of killed it, and where I didn't even know where to go from there.
You just said they just.
Yeah, they finished. They completed the mission. We're done,
You hear that, Drake? Stop! God damn it!
But there's lots of good shit out there. So.
Oh my! Hey, it's Scrabble, man. I was telling him, man, you gotta work with your Jewish Dave, man. Make some of the fucking best beats out there, dude.
I'm down.
You said it, bro. Here we go. Thoughts on Talib Kweli and his Twitter rampage?
Oh shit! I don't know about this. I don't know. Is this something that happened recently? I don't know anything about this.
Well, I know he tells me a lot of like, I don't know. I think Talib is like, he's got a lot of beef with people, and he's very outspoken.
Yeah, I mean that sounds about right, but yeah, I don't know any of the details of it.
He says, for somebody who's socially conscious, he sure is a fucking closed-minded jerk.
Oh man, I guess he's getting into his grumpy old man phase, maybe.
I mean, I love his podcast.
Yeah.
He's got some cool people he talks to, man. I'll watch it.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't like fucking Everlast, but that's one of my favorite episodes.
I haven't heard that. Yeah, no,
he interviewed Everlast. I think 2019.
Okay.
Yeah, that was one of the best. That and he interviewed Urkel.
Wow.
So I was like, that was a good one too.
That should be fun.
Oh, we got another one right here. We got another one. Josh and I both hate the new school rap. Honestly, every time a new school rap song comes on the radio, I could spit. Damn. That's why I only listen to music on TV or my Alexa. That's pretty harsh, bro. I'll spit on some of those new rap tunes.
Yeah.
God damn, bro. We got how fucking dare you not respect Oh, shut the fuck up, dude. House of Pain had one fucking album. One song, really. Maybe two. That's it, bro. Like, it's no more, no less, bro. 2 fucking songs, really, House of Pain had.
Yeah.
The second album fucking flopped more than a fucking fish coming out of water, bro.
I'm not trying to start any beef on this interview, so I'll let you do it for me.
No, fuck. What's Everlast gonna do? Beat me up? He knows. He didn't make no royalty off that second album. The first album, you had fucking Boom Shalak Lock Boom, and fucking what the hell's the major one? Fucking
Jump Around.
Yeah, Jump Around. That's it. And I bought the tape back in the day, bro.
Yeah, everybody had it.
It's like, come on. And I got two Irish dudes got me into it.
Yeah. Claim to fame right there.
They're like, yo, you gotta listen to this, man. I'm like, yeah, but all right, what is it? Jump around, man. Just jump around. I'm like, all right, bro. The song was good.
I mean, I guess I'd still take that over most of the new stuff, but I don't know. I want to mess around with some of those kind of beats, like the new stuff that's out right now. Even though I don't really necessarily like it, I just
the trap
stuff and all that stuff. Like, yeah, I don't necessarily like it, but I kind of want to just like fuck around and make some beats like that, just to like see how they'd come out and see.
Like, well, what's the difference between a trap beat and like a regular boom bap beat?
Yeah, it's not.
Like, I don't know, because I hear it and I'm like. I don't hear nothing any different. I don't mean.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's just, I think it's there's definitely like a lot of sparseness to it, like in how they put together any kind of melody. There's very little like melody or anything like that. There's very little instrumentation involved. So I don't know. There seems like more limitations in it, and I don't know if that's because of the people making it or if it's just what sounds cool today. I'm not really sure, but yeah, I don't know. But I'm sure it'll creep into whatever I do next, just because it's what you hear when you're in the world at this moment in time.
Oh, here we go. Scroll. New school beats are banging, but the rappers are spitting bullshit over them.
I think that's absolutely accurate. Yeah. I think some of the beats are cool. It's like it's like I said, it's more sparse. It's less musical, but they still sound good. But yeah, most of the rapping is just terrible.
Did you ever get into that SoundCloud shit with the 6ix9ine and all those dumb motherfuckers? And
No, absolutely not. Hell, even when me and Demise, we made a song a few years ago. You remember when Trump announced the Space Force?
Oh yes, I'm loving that.
Yeah, two days later, we came out with the Space Force anthem, and the smart thing to do would have been to just put it on SoundCloud. Like, why the fuck not? Just throw it up on SoundCloud. But just because I didn't want to be a SoundCloud guy, I paid the money to get it distributed to like the full iTunes and Spotify and like the whole 9 yards. And just because I didn't want to be a SoundCloud guy, I don't want what we do to be associated, because some of that stuff is just so awful.
I mean, it makes sense though, man. I mean, what if somebody would have fucking, you would have been fucking like had that stigma over you for the rest of your life. Oh, that's that SoundCloud rapper, Jewish Dave.
That's
it's like,
right.
Dave, I've been out 20 motherfucking years with this shit. He's still a SoundCloud rapper now, Dave.
I'm the MySpace and Reverb Nation rapper.
There you go, bro, man. You've been fucking doing it before this whole. I did it too. To me, it's like
MP3.com.
MP3.com. I forgot about that shit. Holy, yeah, they used to make you CDs and everything for you.
Yeah, there was a site called Acid Planet that was another one of them from back in the day. I think a lot of people that used Acid used that, but they one of my songs like won Song of the Year on that, and I
shit.
don't even know how that happened. The song got like 200 plays. I was like, what the fuck are they talking about? Song of the Year. But of course I used it. I put it on my business card. 2003 Song of the Year, you know.
Fuck it, roll with it, man.
Yeah, you got to use what you can get, you know. Otherwise, who the hell knows what you're doing, you know.
I mean, you don't know their credibility, man. They could probably fucking, be connected to one of the highest people in the record industry.
Yeah, so why not? Take it, use it, run with it.
Oh my god, man. So I mean, what do you think about all like the horror movies that are fucking coming out, like all the remake bullshits? How you feeling about that?
It just depends, man. There's still, and that's the thing, like with my podcast.
Because you see fucking they're making a new Chainsaw for Netflix,
Mm-hmm.
and it's supposed to be an official part 2.
Mm-hmm.
Like all those other ones never happened.
I think that's a bigger problem than remakes, to be honest. Like this trend to like, and they did it with Halloween also. And
I haven't even watched those.
Yeah,
those
the
other two.
Terrible, man. But the idea of this whole rebooting things, but from like part way in, like you keep the first one, you get rid of the second one, maybe keep a little piece of the third one, you get rid of the fourth one. Like that's just a really dangerous like road to go down as far as like trying to actually tell stories that matter in any way, shape, or form. Like really all it is just giving into fan service, and it's just
and is that's Carpenter doing this shit though, right?
Yeah, because Carpenter doesn't give a shit. There was a really funny meme where oh man, I don't remember the exact wording of it, but basically it was suggesting that they suggested the story for the new Halloween to him, and then he like took a big bong rip and was like, yeah, sure, whatever, I don't give a fuck. Like, it's like that's totally how that probably went down, like 100%. He's just like in the prime of his life, and he's just like enjoying it. And he's like, yeah, that's an extra check. I don't give a shit. Like whatever, I'm sure he had nothing to do with the story. He was just signed off on it. But Carpenter rules, so I love John Carpenter. But
that's also too like with Clive Barker, how he fucking won Hellraiser back, and then he just fucking sold it off to fucking to HBO.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's where we're at, because nothing can make money anymore because everybody wants their free streaming stuff on the streaming service. So that's where all these properties are going to go, and they're just going to do the most basic thing they can do. Like, oh, you've heard of Hellraiser? Well, here's a Hellraiser. Like that's all you're going to get, and that bugs the shit out of me. But the good news though is that there are still a lot of really good movies coming out, and you just kind of, just like with the local music scene, you got to know where to look for it. This year alone, some of my favorite movies were horror. There's a really funny, like kind of like Evil Dead inspired horror movie called Bloody Hell out of Australia earlier this year. That was really great. There's a really like fucked up weird horror movie called Come True that we covered on Piecing It Together. That was really good, about people that are like going into dreams and stuff like that. It almost feels kind of Nightmare on Elm Street-ish, but like very original and different. There was a Jewish horror movie called The Vigil that takes place at a Shiva, and it's very interesting and different and unique. So I mean, there's great stuff. It's just you gotta find it. You gotta cut through all the Marvel stuff and the constant reboots and remakes that are almost never worthwhile.
My whole basically my whole existence now is basically just Marvel movies.
Yeah, and they're fun. They're fun, but if you want to find the actually really good stuff, you gotta find it. That's all. Like
I've always been horror, sci-fi. You throw out a good fucking horror movie, I'll watch it. Like, I mean, the last decent horror movie I saw was, I don't know, fucking it was something about like this fucking chick kept running from somebody trying to pull her back to hell or something, or trying to pull her to hell or something, like Take You to Hell or something like that.
Oh, Drag Me to Hell?
That Sam one, Raimi yes.
Movie? Oh, yeah, that's Sam Raimi. Yeah, that's fantastic.
That was a great concept. That one, and there was another one where fucking, It was a guy, or it could be anybody that they fucked like a monster or whatever,
Mhm.
and they got a stigma put on them where
It
the monster
follows.
was coming for them or whatever, and they had to keep running and running, and then they would have to fuck somebody else to pass the
Mhm.
curse on.
Yeah, it follows. I get compared to that score quite a bit with the music that I make for film. Like that's kind of my style.
That shit had me fucking jumping, bro. I was fucking
Yeah.
like, oh god, man. I watched most of my horror because my wife doesn't like horror shit, so I watch them all by myself. You know, and it's like I'm still scared of The Exorcist, the OG.
For sure.
Like I cannot. I have to have the curtains open, the
Which I think
sunlight
we're getting an
pouring
entire
in.
trilogy of sequels coming like in the next year or two. So
Oh god, are they?
they can't help themselves, man. They just absolutely can't.
I saw a meme the other day, bro, where they were like, "Please do not touch Lost Boys."
How can you? I mean, seriously.
Oh, here we go. We got a dude that the dope Spider-Man flip. What?
Yeah, Sam Raimi, same guy did Dragon to
Ah,
Hell. Yeah, yeah,
he's
Sam
making that.
Raimi
He's
fucking
making that
rules.
money again, man.
Well, and he's doing Doctor Strange too.
Yeah, the
So
multiverse of madness. Yep.
yeah, so he's that should by all means be awesome. I'm looking forward to that just because he's involved.
I mean, they said they just put it through a test screening.
Mm-hmm.
Womp, womp, womp. And I'm like, hey, you go through 5 or 6 test screenings before you get the fucking right mix.
That's what test screenings are for, right? You know,
Yeah.
it can't always be great on the first try.
I don't think anybody could do what Star Wars did. And I'm talking about the last 3. I don't think anybody could fuck up a franchise. That's just my
Absolutely
personal
not.
opinion.
Yeah, it's a
You
mess.
know?
Yeah, they don't know what the hell they're doing with it. But that's the thing with big movies right now. There's just too much money involved, and that just tears things in different directions where nobody knows what to do.
Oh, we got here. Okay, I'm not a huge fan of horror movies. That's very sad. You should love horror movies. They're great. But if you like, I'm not going to judge. Like what you like, you're allowed to do that.
I only like certain kind of horror movies. I mostly work on horror movies when it comes to like film scoring, but
you got to have the devil in it. I like the devil and demons and fucking, stuff like that.
Demons I'm big on, but my thing is over the topness. I like an over the top horror movie. Like I said earlier, Evil Dead is like my shit. This year, Malignant was my shit.
Malignant was fun. Actually,
so
wait, hold
crazy.
on. Give me remind me about Malignant.
Where the girl is seeing visions of murders, and she's got the not to spoil anything.
I hated that. All right, now you're
basically in the trailer.
I couldn't stand it, bro. When I fucking found out, when I basically got the gist, and I was like, oh, I just wasted time, bro.
It's the stupidest movie in the world. I love it so much because it's so over the top and so ridiculous. Hell yeah, Hail to the King, baby.
I can't get into fucking I can't get into fucking Evil Dead.
Really?
Can't.
Oh, the greatest movies of all time.
I don't know, man. It's like okay, I watched the first one. I remember watching the first one when it first came out, and I was like, all right. Then the second one was just like, what's this joke? And then the third one, I was just like, oh, dude, come on, man. I'm done. I'm done. Fucking chainsaw hand, dude. I was like,
not for everyone. But
I couldn't even watch the TV show when they came out with that shit. He's working in the supermarket. I'm like, oh god.
It's great. It's absolutely great.
Oh man. What we got? Okay, it's okay. Yes, I understand. It's supposed to be a joke.
Yeah.
I'm just not taking fucking laughter in my horror, bro. Yeah, like I said, I like demons and the devil and all that.
Horror is exactly where I like to go, And I mean that kind of shows up in MC Randumb and Jewish Dave too, because it's it's funny, it's horror, and that's what I love.
All right, well. We got it. We're in on an hour, man. I don't want to take up too much of your time.
No, for sure, man. This is fun.
But Scribble, you got to hook up with Jewish Dave, bro. He's fucking master beat maker, and I think you two motherfuckers. Because Scribble's kind of like in that his first album's kind of horror. He was murdering bitches in his first album.
Hell yeah.
So he's into that murder stuff too.
For sure. Hell yeah.
Oh, hold on. He's got you seen Tucker and Dale versus Evil?
Of course. Yeah.
Well, there you go, Scribble. He's right up your fucking alley, bro.
Yep. Hell
You guys
yeah.
like murdering fucking people on albums, and you like fucking Evil Dead stuff.
Absolutely.
Man. So we're gonna play. Let me see what track we're gonna pull up here. What track are we doing here? Here we go. One of the best tracks out there. It's Murda.
Yeah.
So what do you what's going on? Oh, wait, hold on. We gotta let's connect. Follow me on IG. There we go. And I guess everything's there we go. We might be making some Murda albums.
Yes, let's do it.
But now, tell me about It's Murda before we get out of here. What can the people expect? This classic track.
Yeah, It's Murda. The video is actually fairly similar, like I said, very basic, but to Nightmare. But this one was actually shot by a filmmaker named Alex Calano, who is actually going to be the director of Project M. He shot a lot of what that film was going to be, and one of these days, like I said, we'll get the footage together and do something with it. But yeah, this one basically shot in his garage, and again against black because we're dark and horror and murder and all that kind of stuff. So you gotta have a lot of darkness in your video. But yeah, It's Murda is kind of one of the more upbeat tracks, I think, on Sons in the Key of Murder. So we thought it would be a good one to do a video for, and yeah, it's a fun one.
All right. Well, you got any stuff you want to plug?
Hey, my all my music's at bydavidrosen.com, like music by David Rosen, like that. And yeah, you can find me on Instagram, music by David Rosen, and Piecing It Together is out there on all the podcast apps.
And don't forget to hit him up for that. What is that? The Yum shirts? Yummy wear. Hit him up for the fucking Yummy wear.
If you actually hit me up for it, you will be getting one because I need to get those out of there.
There you go, people. Hit up David Rosen, a.k.a. Jewish Dave, a.k.a. Dee Rocks, for some yummy wear.
Hell yeah.
But all his music and everything is going to be in the description below for the podcast and for the video. You guys want to hit him up, buy everything from this guy, bro. I'm telling you. You want to fucking piss your pants while you're falling asleep? Buy his fucking his music he does for movies, man. You'll be pissing in your pants, bro.
That's right. That's what I always say.
All right, Mr. Dave. We're going to pull up your last track. Then after we're done, we'll do our goodbyes.
All right.
All right, let me get this track up here because it's Murda. Here we go.
What is it? It's Murda?
It's Murda.
M-U-R-D-A?
No, with an exclamation.
Okay.
With a smiley face before the exclamation point.
No, the dot is a smiley face under the
True.
exclamation point, of course.
The screams in the halls, the blood on the walls, the night when it falls. It's murder, the end of your life, the blood on the knife, the dark of the night. It's murder, the scream in the halls, the blood on the walls, the night when it falls. It's murder, the end of your life, the blood on the knife, the dark of the night. It's murder. Bloody, bloody murder, murder, death, death, kill. Cutting people up with my knife is such a thrill. I like to start with the head, work my way down to the privates. It's really quite fun. I suggest that you try it. MC Randumb is a killer. Jewish Davis even worse. The type of guy that carry body parts around in his man purse. Getting roadhead in the back of a hearse. 2 cups of blood couldn't even quench my thirst. So death and murder, mayhem and destruction. My mama wanna know what's my major malfunctions. There's definitely something wrong with me. You can see it in my eyes. The coldest killer in history, right next to demise. And it ain't no surprise that I'll do it to the death of me. Then I'll let the maggots eat me till there's nothing left of me. Season up with kosher salt, it's such a delicious recipe. Now you see what all that fucking talking shit will get you, G. The screams in the halls, the blood on the walls, the night when it falls. It's murder, the end of your life, the blood on the knife, the dark of the night. It's murder, the scream in the halls, the blood on the walls, the night when it falls. skin, feed into wolfie with a bloody spoon. Bum select choice to the meat grinder. No way our crew could be kinder. To feed the remains who I can't say their dogs along with Brooklyn money. Big in hands, I got a surplus, my catalog's upon demand. Man up Tuesday has this at a first 45 caliber friggin' shots my loot. I'm the true web, I see American Psycho. Swinging swords on passenger bicycles. Anyone wanna get purged? Preach recycle. There's blood on the walls, poured like Niagara Falls. JD and MCR shoot up in malls. Fill pools and bathrooms and take a dump in the bathroom. Stories in the halls, the blood on the walls. The night when it falls, it's murder. The end of your life, the blood on the night, the dark of the night. It's murder. The scream in the halls, the blood on the walls. The night when it falls, it's murder. The end of your life, the blood on the knife, the dark of the night. It's murder. The screams in the halls, the blood on the walls. The night when it falls, it's murder. The end of your life, the blood on the knife, the dark of the night. It's murder. The scream in the halls, the blood on the walls. The night when it falls, it's murder. The end of your life, the blood on the knife, the dark of the night. It's murder.
That was a lot of fun. What do you want to do now?
To be continued.
Well, there you go, man. To be continued, motherfuckers.
Hell yeah, one of these days.
Well, thank you again for coming on, and all you guys, remember, hit him up for those fucking the Yum shirts. The what is it? I keep forgetting the Yum
Yummy wear.
Yummy wear. You guys hit him up for Yummy wear at David Rosen. Anywhere you could IG, Facebook, all that good stuff. Hit him up. Get the gear. Follow his all his stuff. I have the descriptions below. Make sure you like and subscribe. And remember, motherfuckers, it's murder.
It's
Peace
murder.
out.